Alright, let's do this. Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back in the dev build today, going over the latest brawler sneak peeks. Of course, it is going to be the first of the two upcoming brawlers to this update. We've got Nori, the legendary baby. This is going to be an interesting showcase. I have not prepared at all. I think for the previous set of new brawler showcases, I kind of played around with the brawler beforehand, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to today. So this is all going to be my first time live reaction, guys, to this brawler. We're just going to try things out. Unfortunately, it is almost 2 a.m. when I'm recording this right now, because let's just say there were some technical difficulties on the back end of the the dev build stuff that wasn't on. So actually, I'm not sure if other creators will have the footage of playing around with this brawler in their sneak peek video, so you guys might be getting some exclusive stuff here. As is the case with previous sneak peek videos, guys, we're going to be doing some Mythbusters of comments that you guys left on yesterday's video. Thank you so much, everybody who left a comment. That was good questions worth asking about the buffies and balance changes and whatnot. And if you have any questions about this brawler today in this video, leave a comment and I will try my best to answer your questions in tomorrow's video when we go over the next brawler, Wendy. So with all that out of the way, let's now jump right into Nori, bro. This is the child of Keiz and Kenji. So jealous of Kenji. Fuck, it should have been me. It's fine, guys. One day we'll all find our own Keizes. I'm sure of it. There's plenty of fish in the Keiz. There's plenty of fishes in the Keiz. There's plenty of Keizes in the fish. In this, there's plenty of sea. There's plenty of Keizes in the sea. Okay, so let's actually just do the default skins for now. So Nori has a 7,600 HP, very fast movement speed, kind of classic for an assassin. Has a very unique basic attack and super. I guess let's just jump right into the training grounds. So we're in the training cave. This brawler has a very interesting basic attack. So he has a basic slice attack, which to my eye looks like it's actually kind of a long range, right? So it's kind of hard to tell because it'll disappear and change to the next one if you hold it out for too long like that. Oh shit, okay. But based on my eyeball estimation here, the range appears to go a little bit past that tile. Let's stir around some rage bait. What an interesting voice line. Kenji's slice here is about the same. I think it might be actually literally the same range as Kenji, actually. Now that I look at it carefully. If anything, the code is actually a little thinner. I think that must be what tripped me up when I saw it on the Brawl Talk. I think the cone might be thinner, but the range I think must be the same, basically. So that's good to know. Range is the same as Kenji and BB and stuff. Oh, and also it looks like he has, infinite ammo. The unload speed is not as fast as like Star Nova, for example. So like a Star Nova slash, I think just will swing much faster than Nori, but his slices do more damage than, Kenji's does, and infinite ammo is still infinite ammo, so I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be pretty decent. He's gonna put out a lot of very good DPS, and when you hold out the attack, it looks like it turns into a fishing rod. It looks like it takes about 3 seconds to fully charge to max distance. A lot faster than it takes me to get that long, bro. 3, and then when it fully charges, your bar turns yellow, and oh yeah, okay. So the mechanic here is if you dash and you hit a wall, if the circle appears on the wall, then you'll hit it and you'll dash to it. It looks like there's a little bit of a window where like for some reason the circle doesn't appear when you have like the thing hovered on the wall. But most of the time when it hits the wall, okay, you'll dash to it when the circle is there. And then if you max charge it, you can jump over the wall. So that is interesting. Of course, if the same thing applies to enemies, you'll jump over the enemy, and oh my god, you'll hit them twice for 1440 damage? Wait, what? Oh, you just dash through them regardless of if it's max charged or not, and you deal that you do almost 3000 damage just by dashing through them. Wait, so then does this Loki do more damage than just basic swinging? Like my DPS right now is what? Almost it's like 3700, right? You see that on the top right? Compare that to just spam basic attack. The DPS is higher, I think, when you spam dashes, bro, because you tick them twice for almost 3k, and the attack speed is almost the same, and it's harder to hit you when you're doing this too. Interesting. Wait, that's so cool. Okay, so you've already figured out some tech, guys. Like and subscribe and use code THEBUNDLE for that. We've also got, of course, the mechanic though when you jump over walls. I guess the max charge is only important for jumping over walls. It seems like. If you don't want to jump over the wall, just don't charge it to max. But either way, you'll dash through enemies if you hit an enemy with your thing, and you'll get a little white circle that tells you that you'll dash over the enemy. Damn. All right, that's super interesting. So that's the basic attack. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is very reminiscent of Edgar's new like scarf gadget, except it's on his basic attack, but he doesn't get immunity frames in the air while he jumps at you. So he'll be pretty schmeltable, I guess, if that's the right word for it. Like, you know, he's a fucking baby. I mean, he has 7,600 HP, but that doesn't mean that much these days with the amount of damage that a lot of brawlers are dealing. But either way, the mobility of this character is gonna be pretty insane, clearly. Let's actually just double check that. I think you can, in fact, yeah, you can definitely jump over water. If you go from the other way, though, it doesn't work. So you need to make sure that you have like the right distance, I think, when jumping over stuff. So the question is if you'll be able to jump over 2 tile walls. Oh, you can. Okay, so 2 tiles is jumpable. Is 3 tiles jumpable? Oh, you can. So 3 tiles and 2 tiles are both jumpable. I guess this water is technically 4 tiles. I think 4 tiles must be the limit. Okay, wow, that's good to know. And then once you get on the safe, you can start shredding this shit. Dude! Bro, this guy's like fucking K's, man. You shred this safe so fast. Oh my god. Wait, you can low-key like jump... You can low-key like jump over the wall here to safety. Wait, no. Oh, it has to be max charged. Oh, okay. So it's not like Miko where you can just totally be impossible to kill. You have to kind of like dash away like this to like get in a safe spot if you really want to. But he has unlimited ammo, so either way his mobility is going to be pretty damn fast. It's just like a little finicky to use sometimes. But, you know, I mean, I guess that you'll have to get used to the hang of it. I'm actually super curious now that we're here. All right, not a proper test or anything, but I'm so curious. 100 to 0. How fast can this brawler shred the high save? Okay, let's do dash only. Okay, so it looks like I shredded it in about maybe 30-ish seconds from 100 to 0. Now let's compare that to the big mommy herself. As for the time to get on the safe, it looks like it's honestly pretty comparable between her and like Nori, dude, low key. Bro, wait, he shreds the safe? I think as fast as K's does, dude, no? Wait, that was also like 30 seconds. Holy shit, that's insane DPS. Wait, K's is one of the top damage dealers on Heist aggro. Dude, this guy's gonna be goated on Heist, and he can jump over water unlike K's. Wait, I also want to test out his melee slice speed too. If that's actually faster or not, or if that's just like place bow. Alright, slice only. Okay, I think it actually might be comparable DPS. I'm not exactly sure though. I'll have the editor throw this up and we'll compare it all in terms of the times. But yeah, interesting stuff. Either way, the DPS in both forms is high. Like, or I say forms, both versions of the attack where you like dash only or slice. You know, the slice is obviously a wider AoE, so this is going to be more useful if you're like, you know, trying to hit enemies that are kind of grouped up or something. But the dash will make it harder to hit you, which I think is unironically going to be extremely underrated. And I think the burst damage per attack is nicer because obviously you're hitting them for almost 3,000 versus a 2,200 swing, right? And this also means like you can also like dash onto people from far away. Dude, I don't know. This brawler is gonna be fun, man. I think this brawler is gonna be fun. And we haven't even got to the super yet. So, okay. You've noticed, I think, probably at this point, that he has like a fish bar. So here's the deal. Catch of the day. This Nori super dives into the water, and then when he emerges, he deals area damage after a short delay, and his super consumes all of the fish he has built up in his like resource bar, increasing the super size by 5% and damage by 4% per fish. Okay, so the super itself does a base damage of 2,500. It looks like you jump over on the enemy as you try to find a place to dive, and the size of the super itself will slowly increase as you build up more fish, which you get fish by hitting enemies. And it looks like the maximum you can hold at any point is 10, which makes your super about this big, and it will make the damage of the super deal a max of 3,500 damage. So the super damage fluctuates by 1,000 damage, 10 fish. Each fish increases your damage by 100 of the super, and the radius by a little bit as well. So that's pretty good. It goes over walls. It's a teleport because he jumps on the location. Bro, this is what Kenji wishes his super was, dude. A fucking teleport on his super? That's so good. And it's AoE, and it gives him the same amount of immunity frames too that Kenji super does. Brother, that's really good. I mean, it's just good AoE damage, you know, it's just solid. I'm curious, does the dash? Yeah, so the dash and the basic slash both give the same amount of fish, even though the dash ticks twice in damage, so... Yeah, I wonder why does it tick twice? So I guess it ticks once for the pull hitting, and then once again as Nori dashes over them. So that's probably why it ticks twice. So like, in the off case that I guess Nori dies before he properly lands, that connects to an enemy, right? Like, he'll still deal a little damage to the fishing pull hitting. So I'm noticing here, it looks like there's no landing damage when you jump over a wall. I'm curious if... Oh, okay, so when you dash though, like, there's no landing damage when you jump over a wall, but as you dash to a place, you do have a hitbox, so you can hit someone like from behind, kind of. Just, I guess, good to know. But the dash doesn't pierce, so like if like the line extends past, but the circle is where you land. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. Okay, cool. Now I will say for Nori, who is an assassin, it's going to be very important to see if he has any like survivability. Like, he's mobile, but he does need some form of self-healing. And oh, look at that, perfectly solved by the first gadget. All right, so Nori's first gadget, sushi snack. I mean, he eats 3 fish to heal himself 1,000 per fish. 3,000 healing gadget on a 12-second cooldown? Bro, what? Wait, I gotta see this, dude. Oh my god, it's just an instant heal, dude. 3,000 healing gadget. Bro, this shit is like prime Kenji heal gadget, dude. Wait, that's actually so good. And it's on such a low cooldown, too. Like, you can imagine, as you'll be fighting, you'll just have fish stocked up, right? And you'll eat a max of 3. I assume if you have... So when you use your super, you use up all your fish. When you have less fish than the max, you'll only heal for as many fish as you have. And it looks like you might actually use up... Oh, you use up as many fish as the gadget will take from you. Like, it used up 3 fish there, even though I only was like 10 health away from being max HP. So that's good to know. You should probably just keep that in mind, I guess, if you're ever going to play this. He's legendary. I mean, I don't know if you're going to even get him. Am I right, people? I will. Yeah, I'm going to fucking pay to win this shit. Code Bedlam, hell yeah. Another thing that I am actually kind of curious to see is... It's weird that this dash, I'm hitting multiple enemies, but I'm only getting 1 fish per dash. But the slash will give me more than 1 fish per attack. So that's another, I think, utility of the slash here that makes it maybe potentially better than the dash, is even though the dash does give you mobility, the slash will give you multiple fish per hit if you are facing multiple enemies. Also, another thing I just noticed, but when you have your attack held out and you're charging, it's like Angelo and Hank, you can't heal while you're charging, so... That isn't good to know. Oh, you can claw gadget, though, while you're charging, and it'll still maintain the same range. That's another thing that's good to know. Okay, so anyways, that's first gadget. We won't spend way too much time on that. Second gadget, gonna need a bigger net. Aim a fishing net that roots the first brawler hit for 1.25 seconds and deal... Wait, what? Oh, okay, so this one's an aimable gadget. So you can't use it while you're charging your attack like the heal one. And it shoots a... It's like a net like his basic attack, 800 damage, and it roots the enemies for a little bit. Bro, a form of CC on this brawler is interesting. I don't know why you would want that over heal. Like, just in terms of playstyle, right, for this character. Because this character really needs the sustain. I think the heal gadget is so important to round out his kit. I almost said flesh him out. I was talking about a child. I guess if you're facing Bull, like, when would you want to use this? I don't know. Like, if you're facing Bull, would you not just want the heal to just stay alive against Bull as well? I'm not really sure. That's interesting. We'll have to see which one is the better one. Maybe we'll try it against some bots in a bit. But okay, star powers. Let's talk about these as well. Big Haul. Nori catches 3 fish when his super hits enemies brawlers. Okay, so that one's interesting. I think that means by default the super does not give you any fish. But if you have the star power, then hitting a super will give you fish. It gave me 3 fish there. Okay, so that's good to know. Oh man, dude, the dashing is so fun. So then wait, you can low-key get like a super hit and get more fish than when you started with on this brawler. That's kind of interesting. That's interesting. So when you deal damage with the jump version of the dash, sometimes you don't get over the wall for some reason, which is really weird because when you're not hitting an enemy, you always go over the wall. I don't know why that is. Like, look, if I'm not hitting an enemy, I will always go over the wall here. It's just specifically when I'm hitting an enemy, I'll sometimes not go over the wall. It's weird. It like kind of bugs out. Low-key a secret way to prevent him from getting over the wall sometimes, I think, dude. If you're playing against the Nori, just stand in him and take 3,000 damage. But anyways, I wanted to show off the super. I think the star power, you'll just get so much fish farmed up. If you hit all 3 people, you'll just get 3 fish. And then if you hit 3 people, you get most of your super back with that. Wait, what is the cycle on the super? 1, 2, 3, It's 4 hits for super, so it's like Kenji. I'm actually curious. Wait, it's actually worth finding out if how many fish you have increases your super charge. Yeah. So oh my god, wait. That super with 0 fish on 1 enemy barely charge my super at all. But if I have max fish and I super 1 enemy, I charge my super like maybe double or triple the amount. That's interesting. So then if I hit a 10 fish super on 3 enemies, it still charges my super most of the way there. Other star power here, his mother's son. I gotta rub it in, man. Nori gains 20% speed for 1 second whenever he hits an enemy with his main attack. Okay. This star power, I'm not sure how good this one is gonna be. It looks like the dashing does count as basic attack. And so I get a movement speed boost. Oh my god. Oh, you really feel the movement speed boost, bro. And it looks like the movement speed boost starts after he lands, I think? Or is it... Wait. Yeah, I think it's after he lands that you really start feeling the movement speed boost on for like the second. So you can have a long hook or a short hook and you'll still get the dash. Damn, bro. Low key, the slash attack makes a lot of sense if you're trying to like use the movement speed boost here. Just because it like just, you know, you're gonna get a little bit more wiggling ability. Like with the dash, you're a little bit more locked in on your movement. Even though you do get the movement speed boost regardless. That's a good star power. I'm not sure which one is actually better. Like, you have to think about it from the perspective like, this one is more generally value giving because you have it on basically every basic attack. It's also like pretty easy to deal damage with Nori. He has infinite ammo and has a ranged dash attack, which is really weird to think about. Big Haul will make his supers more valuable because I think without that star power, like if you super in on someone, you like low-key don't have as much opportunity to get a lot of fish built up. And like this, you know, it'll help when you cycle supers to deal more damage. Getting fish on your super will also technically, I think, help you get a lot more use out of your healing gadget as well, because like you'll super in on someone, and let's say you're like low HP, well now you don't really have any fish to heal with, but if you had the other star power, you would have a lot of fish to heal with. Or you do damage with if you cycle super right. You can, wait, if I go in 6 fish, and then I cycle my super in 3. 1, 2, so a 3 fish super deals 2,800 damage, and that's enough for Nori to cycle another super in 3 hits. Wait, isn't that kind of insane, bro? Like, because it jumps over walls too. Like, you just have to land someone, hit them 3 times, and you get your super. And wait, what is the supercharge the same on the dash? I didn't even check. 1, 2. Oh my god, wait, you get your super in 3 dashes. Or 4 slashes. Interesting. Okay, wow. So the dashes will give you more supercharge if you dash max. Like, there's a lot of options with this brawler. Wow. Shining life on Wall Street ahead of this kid. Wait, let's try with the fish star power. So interaction-wise, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Slices, let's say you hit 4 slices and you have super. You have 4 fish. A 4 fish super does that much, and you cycle it back in another 3 hits. But because the star power gives you an additional 3 fish, that lets you then super in on a 6 fish super, which adds 300 damage to your super and also makes it a little bit bigger. In theory. Man, all right, dude, I don't know what's better. This is so interesting. Yeah, the thing is, I also don't know how important like a movement speed on his basic attack is if you hit an enemy, because like you technically have dashes on your attack anyways, right? Like, is 20% movement speed when you're supering, right? Like, is that super important? Like, I think if you're slashing a lot, then yeah, the movement speed will matter more. It's really hard to say, bro. I don't know. I feel like I gotta test play around with this a little bit more to get a real sense for it. Really quickly though, obviously, we gotta test if you gain fish hitting pets. I also want to test him after this against Finks Super 2 to see if that happens or does anything cool. So, alright, pets out. No fish obtained. You only get it from hitting brawlers. Did I 3-shot? No, it's a... Oh my god, it's like a 4-shot, bro. Or a 3-shot if you dash. Damn, that's crazy. Wait, actually, hold on. That kind of makes me wonder. Do I get the fish on the dash from hitting the stick or colliding? It's when I hit the stick that I get my 1 fish. So that's why you only get 1 fish even if you dash through multiple enemies, because you only get the fish for when the fishing rod hits someone. Interesting. Alright, that's good to know. So then I presume it also does not work against Nita Bear. Alright, Nita Bear down. Okay, yeah, you don't get fish off the bear. And when you die on knockout... Wait, when you die on knockout, you keep your fish. I just noticed that. Interesting. So, or like, you know, reset between rounds on knockout, right? Like, you won't like lose your fish even if the knockout round resets things. That means when you score on Brawl Ball, you'll keep your fish too. So he's not going to be like fucked over like Surges on Brawl Ball and stuff. So we're going to test out Think Super and see how his hook interacts with it, if it's a projectile. It is a projectile. Interesting. Okay. I'm also kind of curious, low-key, if an enemy moves while they're hooked, can they dodge the dash? Is another question that I kind of want to figure out. It looks like you're kind of... I gotta test it with a Mortis Brawler who can also dash. That is... let me switch to that in a second. I also kind of want to see if you try to... Like, what happens if you... Oh, you must be able to dodge the dash because I just moved out of the way for it. Okay, another thing that's kind of worth noting is that Kenji Super, right, gets slowed by Think Super. Will Nori jump? It doesn't get stopped at all. It's like he himself is jumping. It's not a projectile like Kenji Super is. So he can't be slowed. So that he might just be better than Kenji in Defense. Except the fishing rod does get slowed. That's weird to think about. I don't know how to feel about that. Like Nori's dashes are affected by Think Super, but the super isn't. Unlike Kenji, where the super is affected, but the dashes aren't. Sorry, this kind of ended up becoming like a Mythbusters segment on Nori. I didn't even intend for this because it's supposed to be done tomorrow. But I'm just so curious right now. I have I have a lot of stuff that I want to test out. Obviously, this is a projectile because it's slowed, which means does it get eaten by Buster Shield? It does, but I still dash to it. Well, let's try that again. Yeah, I do dash to it, even though it's like a wall that technically eats my projectile. That's interesting. I don't know why it does that like that. Oh my god, the damage combos. Wait, did you see it? My swing came out instantly after I'd finished dashing. Wait, low key? How fast can I kill a Frank? Dude, wait, he kind of fucks Frank up, bro. Infinite ammo means he literally, like Frank has to time his attack so well if he wants to hit it, because if he, like I'm spamming auto-aim and I'm just dashing through Frank. It's like a Mortis versus Frank interaction, except Nori doesn't have to worry about wasting ammo like Mortis does. I can just spam it and hit, like, it every time while also comfortably dodging Frank's attacks every time. That is so wild. I'm curious the auto-aim range. It looks like if I'm auto-aiming... That auto-aim hit from there? Wait, guys, the auto-aim is, like, really good. Like, that just kind of hits. If you're too far away, though, on the dash, it looks like sometimes you won't hit the... Like, you won't hit the connection damage. I'm not sure why. Is that, like, an auto-aim thing, or... It's, like, an auto-aim thing, I think. Because, like, the auto-aim is hitting behind Frank, and so... It, like, he, like, dashes a little bit behind him, and so I'm not dealing any of the collision damage, even though if I manually aim Frank... Oh no, if I manually aim Frank too, sometimes it doesn't hit at all. Like that, at max range like that, it doesn't hit if he's too far away. The collision, I mean. Even though the rod hits, so I still get it. So if you're far away from an enemy, you have to make sure you lead your shot to get the collision damage as well. That's good to know. Okay. Okay. I'm curious, wait. So I have a Frank projectile eating gadget. If it works like a Buster Shield. I just dash on it basically. Yeah, and obviously Nori is untouchable when he's under the water like that. Okay, it just sends him to wherever he lands, even if the brawler's not there anymore. I just wanted to see that interaction, so I know, like, you know, like how it lands. It's interesting too. I will say, oh my god, wait. So guys, I'm gonna spam my attack after I connect this hook. Watch this. I did 2,200 damage there, but there was no slice animation that came out. I just kind of touched him for 2,200. I'm wondering if that... Okay, so it still slices, it just... The swing animation doesn't come out for some reason if you just spam it. Yeah, like there. It's so weird. What the heck? Is that a faster animation speed? Guys, it low-key looks like the hitbox comes out faster when it's invisible like that, compared to like a normal swing. I don't know if that's placebo. Okay, what I want to see now is if it will get interrupted. Okay, so it will get interrupted like any other normal dash. Okay, that's good to know. I'm actually curious, if I auto-aim my super... Yeah, it won't connect. So it's not like a pure super where you can just auto-aim it every time and it'll connect. You probably have to try to lead your shot. It's because Pierce's super instantly appears under their feet, but Nori's super, he has to travel to where he's landing on it. So then in that time, the brawler will move far enough away. So like, for example, if Shelly is like walking, but I appear directly under her feet as she's moving along, like the super, like the middle of the super is right under her feet, I think that will always basically hit. So it's gonna be actually pretty hard to dodge this Nori super if you're in his range. Especially because as he has more fish, the radius of it increases too, right? Interesting. Okay, I think I've tested about everything that I want to see, or that I guess I've thought of. So if you guys at this point have any other questions about this brawler, let me know in the comments. Or even if you have any questions about the Buffies and stuff that I'm going to be testing soon, let me know in the comments. Really quickly, before we do the Mythbusters. Oh my god, I got Prestige 3, no way. Wow, I'm so happy. Let's go, guys. Before E-locks? Bro's got nothing on me. Damn, guys, is this Aura? Let me know down in the comments. I want to test them out in some like ranked maps to get a feel for like will he take Blue Star easily? That's a good question. Let's try that, and we'll go a build that I think might be pretty good. I have no idea what build will be good. You know what? Maybe actually the root will be better on passive game with like hook people. We'll try movement speed maxing, because we don't need the extra fish for healing, right? So let's see if we can grab Blue Star. Oh, I should make their team have snipers. It's kind of hard because like it's like bot games. They're not going to be like real people, obviously. I think the Blue Star grabbing, it must be a cleaner loadout than that. I just kind of fucked around and did whatever. Oh, well, I just appeared behind a wall. Oh. Wait, does the damage bonus... I wonder how the damage bonus on the 8-bit turret works for that super. Okay, so far, I feel like I'm kind of making a fool of myself, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that was fucked. What the fuck? How did I just... Alright, guys, I'm actually getting cooked. Low-key, I think the healing gadget is too important, bro. That did not do anything. I did not learn shit from that, other than that I suck and I got diffed by bot 8-bit. Okay, guys, we're gonna try Shooting Star. I tried simulating a comp that you might see in ranked, besides the cold. I was just thrown in there for fun. Let's see. Oh, you can grab Blue Star pretty well, and then dash away too against the wall. I'm getting fucked up by Jean. Okay, we do get that kill. Damn, okay, healing is low-key tough. Yo, Byron, heal me? Fuck, dude, bot 2 is useless. Okay. I tried to dash there. Oh my god. Yo, this character is gonna have a bit of a learning curve, man. Dude, we're getting diffed by bot Brock right now. Oh my... Okay, without the healing gadget, you're so frail, man. I've not used my gadget a single time. Let's try to do a little bit more here. Okay, the root. The triple super? Alright. Wow. The super's pretty good. Okay, but I'm not sure how good the root, honestly. Like, I think heal. Let's try heal. And we'll try switching to the fish star power as well, so we can try to heal max our way. What is this environment? Oh my god, yo, I fucking beep, 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 beep. Dude, the stimulation in my visual cortex right now is crazy, dude. Okay. Oh fuck, there's a Mortis here. Alright, he just gets kind of cooked, I guess. I wonder if he wins that 1v1. Okay, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. And I heal and live. Look, it got kind of decreased by the crow poison there. But it's all good. Oh my god, dude, they have Rico buffies. Yo, he put down the fucking thing. Oh, the Gust Shield icon is low-key hiding my fish bar. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Oh, that was so scuffed. Alright, I'm trolling. I have no fish anymore because I used my super. Oh shit, I'm dead as fuck. Heal? Only 1,000 because I am poisoned. Oh, the damage gear bonus! Yo, damage gear makes you do so much more. Dude, my dash actually did like, I think 3,300 damage because I had damage gear active. My teammates are trolling, guys. This is fucked up, bro. Can you believe this? Yo, how do I need better randoms already, man? I'm playing with bots. This is insane. Guys, Rico buffies are too strong. Wait, I'm actually low-key a troll. Yo, please somebody throw. Oh my god, no way. Okay, we do that reset. Oh my god, I missed my hook. It's like Angela charged attack, where if you're manual aiming and then you try to auto aim, it just resets. So if you want to auto aim, you need to like hold down auto aim already. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, so if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when you play Angela, for example, or even Hank, like most people kind of hold down auto aim on the shard shot and then like kind of point it out to flick it at people if they want to manual aim. But what you don't do is you don't hold it out manually aimed and charge it out like this, because then if you want to auto aim someone, you can't, it just cancels. And so most people when they play Angela, right, they hold down auto aim and then they can walk up and auto aim someone Or if they want to manually aim on someone, they then flick it out like that. So I think that's actually going to be how you play Nori in terms of holding out like the hook. You want to charge it up, so you have the option to auto aim if you want to by holding it like down and stuff. Let's try Brawl Ball. Let's go more traditional, do triple dribble. I low-key didn't really make the most use of my star power that game on Gem Grab too. It's like weird, bro. I'm still kind of learning the basic attack. I feel like you need to kind of spend a few games just getting used to like knowing how to aim with this character. What the hell? Okay, yeah, like there. See, I fucked that up totally. I tried to dash like twice and I just swung instead. You kind of need to like there's a learning curve to this character, bro. I did not do any damage. Okay. It's fine though. We kind of keep our fish because I guess I got like a hit on someone with my super. So you can look. Okay, this star power with the fish is super nice for like getting completely fucking shredded instantly. Dude, I didn't even press gadget there. And then when you play him on Brubble, it's like playing Buzz, dude. Like the way you like juggle the ball and stuff, it's super Buzz-esque. Oh my god. Okay, having the ball kind of resets your charge. Oh, it's weird, guys. Because it's like you're playing Hank on Brawl Ball, where like if you pick up the ball, it low-key kind of sells. Or like Angelo, right? Like, imagine trying to play Angelo on Brawl Ball. Like every time you pick up the ball, you're like selling your charge. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, shredded? And I'm fucked. Oh my, wait, I actually maybe could have supered and lived there too. Because I would have had the immunity frames, right? Oh my god, I missed. Alright, guys. It's like Buzz Hook where like if you miss one dash on like max range, it feels so bad. Even though you have infinite dashes in theory because it's on your basic attack, it just takes a while to charge it up. So like you're just kind of useless. People will spread out by the time you miss. Speaking of missing, we don't miss that, and I died at Chester and Meeple before I go in. Wait, dude, we just got scored on? Bro, I'm getting diffed by bots. Bro! What the fuck? I am getting shredded so fast! Nah, guys, Nori sucks for real, am I right, people? Bro needs hypercharge. Actually, that's a good one. What would the hypercharge do? Wait, you think they'll bring back the Kenji hypercharge effect where it sucks people in? Oh, no, wait. That's what it does right now. But like, Nori teleports to a super location. What will the hypercharge do? If he already teleports to the location, just make it like way bigger? Make it mute everybody that's caught in it in the initial landing. I don't know. This is a fascinating brawler. I am so bad with him right now. This is hard. He has so many different elements to him. Like, it's genuinely hard to say even what the best build on a character like this would be. Because I'm using fish maxing with the heal gadget, but maybe the other gadget is better. Like, I actually don't really know. Or maybe the other star power is better, like the movement speed on the basic attack. Oh shit. Oh yeah, like that was bad. Whatever I just did there was not good. I dashed into all three of them. I don't even... Oh yeah. Alright, I like the hit and run strategy where you just like dash in and then like get a swing and dash out. Like that's like very deadly because you do like 5,000 damage with like one dash in and like a swing. And then you have Super 2 to bail yourself out, which I didn't use because I'm a fucking clown. Guys, it's because it's 2 AM, dude. For real. I'm tired. Did I just... Oh my god. Oh, I dodged the Otis mute! Huge! I cycled Super and didn't use it. No, like, I swear to god, guys, I look botted as fuck right now. It's harder than it looks, dude. I swear to you. It's harder than it looks, okay? Not cope at all. It's genuinely hard. There's just a lot going on. But anyways, I mogged my dad. That's what you get for never coming home. I don't know. The brawler seems very interesting. I think I need to play around with him more to get a feel for like what he actually is in terms of like how he compares to the meta. But first impressions, he's fun. Movement is always really fun. And I mean, like, Nori has a lot of interesting movement that you can do. I think it's going to be very rewarding to get good at this brawler. Dude, a good Nori, you're like never going to be able to hit him, I feel like, because he's always just going to be dashing around the map with a fucking, immunity frame super that also he can teleport with, kind of, quote unquote. Like, that's always gonna be pretty good. Not to mention his damage output is actually decent. The only troubling thing is just like his survivability is a little bit... I mean, he has a healing gadget, but yeah, I mean, and I guess immunity frames. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just hard to play for me right now. I think I'm struggling to stay alive with him. But he's very fun. Is he broken? This might be a case situation, low-key. Where, like, it's technically broken, but most people might not actually know how to use him to the best of their ability. Like, you can very easily dash in on, like, someone you don't mean to and die. In, like, a strict 1v1 interaction, though, my suspicion is that he's going to be very overwhelming. Wait, I can't dash on fences. I feel like he's gonna just kind of stat check people with his insane DPS output, right? Like that is just difficult to deal with for any Lumi. I don't know what Lumi would even do there, even if she had super, for example, because I can just dash through. It's literally like Edgar in a way. Like, oh wait, what the fuck just happened? Okay, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like you need some kind of CC ability to prevent Nori from just stomping on you. You know what, he might be broken. Like, keep in mind, these are not humans, so like, obviously... Oh, I just auto-aimed that like a chud. Like, obviously this is not what will happen in a game necessarily, but that was really easy to just steamroll people in 1v1 interactions. Okay, this guy might be broken. He might be like Edgar. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, now that I think about it, bro, the amount of damage he does per attack and the mobility he has and the CC immunity, yeah, like, obviously, yeah, like, okay, facing against bots that are always clumped up, like, and I'm going in by myself, I'll get one shot. But I think like, based on the 1v1 interactions, like, bro, I feel like this brawler is obviously going to be broken. I'm not sure how to see it any other way. Totally unnecessary dashing. I would have been more efficient by just slashing there. Because, like this Brock, for example, I don't actually know if he has any way to defend against me if I just dive on him. And I'm literally, like, I think one of the fastest people on the map right now. Dude, you can, like, he does AoE too. Like, you can kind of scale so fast. I have 3 fish on hand. I'm actually curious. The healing is still 300, even with power cubes, so it doesn't scale at all. I mean, still, the healing is probably the better one, right? I should have manually aimed that. I don't think that would have hit a real person. Oh my god! Dude, I traveled so far with my basic attack there. Dude, look how far you can travel. Holy shit! Wait, that's wild. It's so fun, dude. The movement is so fun. Wow. Okay, yeah, no, he will be broken. He will be broken. It might take a little bit of adjustment to get to feel it, but I can tell. I can just tell with the vibes that he will be broken. But it'll be hardish to play, so maybe just hope that your random enemies are to pick him up will suck. All right. That's it for Nori, I guess. Let me know if you have any myths that you want me to bust related to this child, you sicko. And for now, let's move on to Mythbusters for the Buffies. All right, guys, myth busting time. Oh boy, I'm so ready to get busted. Get busted on, get busting in, and around some myths. Let's go ahead and get up my super really quick. All right, so first myth that I'll be busting today is actually a DM from my editors. So my editor asked me today, Max, with her Hyper Buffy, charges her teammates supercharge around them. If Kit is on Max's back, and then she hypers, does their AoE charge Kit super? And it does. Look, the Kit hyper is getting charged up just from him being on her back, which is actually pretty ridiculous if you think about it, bro. That's kind of wild. So you can charge Kit hyper like that. Like, I think it just makes sense that it does charge the Kit hyper. But yeah, that's a cool thing that you can do. It'll probably make Max plus Kit very scary to deal with. Or like Max plus Buster. I mean, any brawler, like Max plus any brawler, honestly, that can cycle hyper. It'd be pretty crazy. I wonder how Max plus Ruffs, you just cycle hyper between yourselves. Would that be like a giga broken strategy? Oh my god. Okay, guys, the dev build just got taken down for like an hour or so. It is now almost 4 a.m. I am probably not going to be sleeping until like 6 or 7 a.m. today. But say it with me now, guys. Anything for the daily vid. Let's go, Mythbusters, continuing on. Okay, Noiseman But YouTube asks several questions. So the first one that we're not gonna test all of them, but the first one is going to be, how does Max Teleport Gadget interact with the Cordelius Super? Which I think is a pretty interesting question. So let's find out. So if we Gadget Cord Super, and it just teleports you to the physical location of where the teleport is. Cool to know. Although you can't like insta-teleport like you can normally. So it's interesting. I guess with Cord, if you keep in mind where Max is, maybe you can like camp out or something. Oh, also, this is actually something that someone asked me related but to a Mythbuster that I'm about to do. But like, guys, I think someone asked me if like leveling up multiple times with the Hyper Super will give you multiple levels. But no, it looks like it only counts for one level. Like I went from level 1 to 2, even though I jumped multiple times in my Hyper Super. Which is really interesting. So the Hyper Super actually will make you level up a little slower if you start off on like level 2 or something. That's strange. Regardless though, Noiseman also asks, does the surge bounce thing with to the max star power bounce more than once? And the answer is yes. And it looks like it shoots the projectiles every time it bounces. which I don't know how the likelihood of every one of those hitting, but I guess especially into like, you know, enemies in like tight little spaces like this, pause, that might be, I mean, that might be pretty underrated. Who knows? We'll see. It might be actually better to shoot into a corner with the star power if you're using it. Okay, and last myth to bust from Noiseman. He also asks, how does the Brock big missile gadget interact with Buster's shield? And that's a great question. So let's go ahead and find out. Okay, and the answer is that it all gets completely blocked by the Buster shield. So yeah, good to know. Thank you, Noiseman, for your wonderful questions. Actually, kind of in a similar vein, but I also do really quickly want to test if the Mina bubble will also block it. It doesn't at all. Oh, shit. Wait, I was not expecting that, bro. That's crazy. Okay, speaking of Mina bubble, though, Kiddo Ru2WN asks, can the Mina gadget block Meg's gadget? I assume he's talking about Meg ejecting her super gadget, so I guess let's find that out. I guess I'll stand a little closer to Mina here, and then we bubble now. It does block it, but the explosion of the mech itself will cause her to get hit by the 1600 damage anyways. So yeah. Also, I do really quickly want to shout out, in yesterday's video, I said that her ejecting, when she ejects her mech, you see how my super automatically charges in 4 seconds? I thought that was a bug. It's not. In case you missed it, that is an intended feature. So this gadget, in the description, it just straight up fully charges the super back after ejecting for 4 seconds. So if you're like 1 HP with Meg, you can just eject with this gadget and get your super back for free, which is unironically a ridiculous mechanic, and I don't even know how they think that's bounced, but like, whatever, okay. And I just wanted to say. Okay, next myth, submitted by Goopy Geese 06, who asks, if there are 2 Ricos on the same team and one Rico puts down the turret gadget, can the other Rico put shots into it? And the simple answer, I think I already know the answer to this, is no. What the other Rico will do is break it, because... Wait, he did put shots into it. Wait a second, what the fuck? Yeah, I was saying no, he's just gonna break it and it's not gonna do anything. That has more balls than what it should. Wait, so Loki, that's kind of like a fascinating interaction that, like... Wait, why did it not add balls there? That, like, Ricos can put balls into other Ricos' turrets, but the thing is, it doesn't do it when the Rico is standing inside of it for some reason? That is really strange. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but okay. Super duper weird. Thank you for the question, Goopy Geese. Now you know. Okay, this next question is actually very interesting. I like this one a lot. So Toast Machine asks, is it possible to counter 8-Bit's new Hyper Buffy by picking Bell with her grounded star power since it blocks your ability to reload? 8-Bit's Hyper Buffy being the one that gives him infinite ammo. Okay, so let's find out. We have the Bell mark on hand. We have the 8-Bit Hyper. Let's go ahead and just do this now. Yeah, it does counter. I can't even use the gadget either until my ammo comes back. Okay, so that is actually... It's not like a hard counter or anything, right? But that's still pretty interesting and like useful information to know. That Bell, the mark that makes enemies unable to reload, does work against 8-Bit Hyper. Thank you for the question, Toast Machine. Okay, this next myth involves the free arcade trio brawlers that are getting buffies. All 3 of these have reload gear. And the question that Red PL Redacted asks is, can you please compare the brawlers with reload speed and their reload speed without, and their reload speed in basically, you know, the dev build with all their buffies to see if they lose any reload speed or if they got any compensatory buffs. And so to answer this question, I guess let's just go ahead and show you with a little quick montage. So here's Brock reloading all the way to full. Live server versus dev build. Here is 8-Bit reloading all of his shots, live server versus dev build. And here is Rico reloading all of his shots on the live server versus the dev build. Now keep in mind that all of the live build brawlers were done with their reload gears equipped. I have no idea what the actual verdict is on like the reload speeds of these brawlers, I guess before and after. But just eyeballing it, it looks kind of similar, okay? I guess in the editing room we'll really truly know, but yeah, interesting. I don't know. It looks like they did get compensatory reload speed buffs though. Or maybe the difference is so minor that it doesn't even matter. Okay, now this is a myth/question from Relja9563 who asks, does the max teleport gadget or Nori super cleanse effects? So I actually should probably test Nori soon too. So here's Max getting bell marked, and it is not cleansed. She just keeps that. Wow, that is not very realistic for a time reversal brawler. SMH, literally unplayable. And just for good measure, here it is, also not working against Crow Poison. So yeah, it just doesn't cleanse any effects at all, the max DP gadget. Now as for Nori, that actually is a good question, because if you guys don't know, Kenji Super does cleanse effects like Bellmark and poisons and stuff. When Kenji Super's in the air, he becomes intangible and also cleanses effects. Now as for whether Nori does a similar thing, it looks like the answer is yes, bro. Wait, what? Okay, it'll be clearest with the bell mark here, so let's just go ahead and jump in the water. And yeah, it is cleansed. Nori has a cleanse on his motherfucking super, bro, of all debuffs. Sorry, that is crazy. Okay, wow, the brawler even better than I thought he'd be. Okay, next question is from Epo Zach, who asks one question. The first I think we already answered, just kind of, but this last question is, so during Surge's hypercharge, when he uses his super, he releases like kind of a bunch of projectiles like a crow dagger kind of does with his super. So then does the Surge hyper work to like shred the high save kind of, which I thought was a pretty good question. So I kind of want to find out. Let's take a look. So, okay, if we use the... Okay, so auto aim doesn't target the safe, but if we use the safe or super on the safe, yeah, you can actually deal good damage to the high safe, like with multiple little pieces like that. So if you manually aim it, because you have to manually aim it, I don't really know the best way to do it, but it looks like you can maybe take down the high safe with one Surge hyper if you have like the right angle on it and you get multiple fragments hit. And then if I go in here again, I think because you have to manually aim it, it's kind of hard to get the lineup, but holy shit, you can do it if you try. That's pretty nuts. Wait, actually, I wonder if I put Frank in the little Diddy corner, can I like... I don't know if that does more damage or less. Honestly, I don't know. Anyways, bang. I don't know if I hit that right on, but yeah. I don't think Surge is going to be like meta on... Well, actually, he could be meta on highs. He is kind of like an Edgar with this hyper jump Loki, but like... Okay, keep in mind, I was getting my hypercharge really fast in that round, but I have supercharge active, so just in case you were thinking like, wow, Surge is getting hyper really fast, I did have supercharge active. But yeah, as for high save damage, it's okay. I don't really know if he'll be like a good heist pick, but yeah, it does work on the high save. Okay, this is a question from FevZedin1, but I also got this question from a bunch of other comments that I just didn't want to include all of right now, sorry, but I appreciate everybody who left this comment because it is an interesting idea. The question asks, if you throw the gumball machine at the enemy spawn in Knockout, when the round changes, does that potentially maybe do damage to them in the following round? It's an interesting idea, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. So let's farm this little Buffy thing up a bit. Now, okay, my hunch here is the answer might be no, because I feel like enemies will not respond that fast. But I do have this map, which has a lot of walls, so we'll see now if the balls bounce here. Okay, yeah, so you kind of missed it, but... Okay, you missed it, but the answer is no, it does not. I think there's like some kind of immunity thing going on, because even though the balls are there and they should deal damage, they don't actually deal any damage. I think Supercell were probably smart enough to add like some kind of immunity frames at the start of every knockout round, so yeah, no cheesing like that possible, sorry guys. Okay, another question that I thought was fairly interesting, and this was also asked by a ton of people. I think DJ Digsack was one person who asked, how does the 8-bit turret work with... Oh, this is not the map that I wanted, whatever. How does it work with brawlers who have special types of ammo? So for example, Lumi, right? She only reloads her attack after throwing all of her balls out, and it's like weird. But the 8-bit turret drops ammo that teammates can pick up. So the question is, can Lumi pick up the balls, or the pills, I guess, that give ammo? And the answer is no. She just doesn't interact with it at all. But obviously, Lumi is not the only brawler with special ammo. Let's go ahead and just run through the whole list here. MacNoob asks, how does it work with Carl and Amber? So for Carl specifically here, if Carl can pick up another ammo, that'd be pretty cool, because I know there's an interesting... Oh! Dude! You can double pickaxe! Wait. Can I juggle 3 pickaxes, maybe? Or is that too much? Oh my god! Triple pickaxe with Carl! Yo! Wait, that's actually so sick! Oh my god! Wait, that's so broken! Oh my god! Wait, I'm sorry, that's so insane, because normally this only happens with like when you're facing a Finks with super with Carl, because then the pickaxe gets slowed in the zone, but you can do it with now just someone on your team supplying you ammo. with the fucking 8-bit Buffy turret, bro. Wait, triple pickaxe. I want this again. No, I killed it. Oh, whatever. All right, it's possible. It's possible. That's really cool. Oh my god, I gotta see it with Charlie now too. Wait. Okay, 8-bit turret down. Oh my god, it does work the same. Yo. Wow, guys, is this the secret damage buff for Charlie all along? Is pairing it with a motherfucking 8-bit teammate, dude. Can you get triple yo-yo on Charlie? I actually don't know at all. No, Gigi, don't run at me to kill yourself. Get away from me. I'm trying to do something here. Dude, this Gigi is suicidal. She just wants to die. No, I don't know. Like, I can't test it because this Gigi keeps trying to kill herself on my body. I think maybe if you're walking backwards, like, it might be able to work, but I think the Charlie projectiles are just a little bit faster than Carl's, it seems. So it's like, yeah, it's too hard to get it. Double yo-yo is possible, though, and that is pretty cool. I think it works better on a brawler like Carl, too, because there you saw it, like, you know, like the distance of my yo-yo travel got shortened because I hit a GG. Interesting. Okay, now here we test Amber, how this works. So let's empty my full clip here. If I pick up an ammo, it builds up multiple sets of ammo. So it fills up a third of her ammo bar there. You see that? Nice. Okay, so it does work pretty well with Amber, actually. Normally, Amber, she struggles to reload her attack that well, just because her reload speed is really slow, right? But now, like, I guess with 8-bit, dude, I mean, guys, is 8-bit the greatest support brawler of all time while also being a giga damage dealer himself? This is insane. Okay, we also have Cole2650 asking, does this work with also Hank, Angelo, Nausea, and Pierce? Actually, that would also be cool to test. So let's take a look. Man, there's a lot of brawlers with unique ammo styles in this game now. So Nausea, honestly, kind of? Wait. So the way Nausea's attack works is you shoot a shot and you instantly have another shot, and then you reload after the yellow shot is sent. So while the yellow shot is being sent out, yes, you can shoot out faster in that little window when you pick up another ammo, right? But doing that is not that helpful because, like, you know, obviously you want to make the most of your range with Nausea. It'll make your attacks, like, slightly faster, but a lot of Nausea's waiting period is in the travel time of their attack. So it's not actually that useful on a brawler like Nausea, it seems. Now, as for brawlers like Hank and Angelo, and I guess Nori now, who have, like, charge up attacks, I mean, I don't know what I really expected. This is not doing shit. And Angelo is the exact same way. Honestly, I just actually realized that Angelo's bar charges up, whereas Hank's charges down for them to charge their attack. It's kind of weird. It's opposite, but for no reason. But like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay, now I also want to try out the Pierce here. If picking up an ammo will... Oh, Pierce just can't pick it up at all. Okay, I really thought it would work. It doesn't work on Pierce at all. All right. So, looks like the biggest success are gonna be just like normal brawlers, basically. So, you know, your run-of-the-mill Pipers, Brox, with like regular ammo. Or Carl and Charlie specifically could have some cool effects. Oh, and Amber also with like her resource meter attack bar ammo thing. Thanks to everybody who asked a question like this. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so this is a question asked by David E. Campopiano, who asked, I had the impression that the new rocket fuel gadget doesn't have the projectile speed increase that the old one had. I don't think you'll be able to auto-aim it from max range anymore. Could you test this? And yes, I can. So we're not right now on the live server. So just for reference, the way Brock's current gadget works is that, like, you know, auto-aim obviously doesn't hit at max range, but the gadget has a faster projectile speed and bigger explosion radius, so it does hit even when auto aim doesn't. And that lets you kind of just like get really easy, you know, nice auto aim hits to finish off kills. The question then is if Brock's new gadget will do a similar thing or if it won't at all. Now it does have like a longer range than his regular attack, right, because of the shrapnel shards. But oh, I should probably not have had Rocket 4 equipped for this, but yeah. So we're in the auto aim max range path here. Moving up now with Piper. Yeah, it doesn't have a faster projectile speed, so it actually does not auto-aim anymore as easily. So you do have to kind of manually aim your shots with Brock to get the value of this gadget. Now, obviously, like, the kind of cool thing about the gadget is the fact that, like, you can kind of hit people from further away because of the range extension. So if someone is very far away, you can low-key hit them with Brock with this gadget, which is kind of the interesting thing about it. But it is slower than the old one, so... Interesting little trade-off there. Okay, another question related to Brock. This one asked by Haha Piba 411, who asks, can you check if Brock has the 0 delay trick like M's where you normal attack, gadget, and a normal attack? So basically, brawlers whose attacks use ammo will be able to just like quickly unload 3 attacks at once, just like that, by like using their gadget in between their 2 kind of normal unloads, which is a very, very disgusting burst option. Shelly also has it with clay pigeons, by the way. Look at that. I just instantly unloaded 3 shots. It's pretty disgusting. They haven't fixed it. It's still in the game, even though they tried to fix it before. Now, I will say the interesting thing in Brock's case is that this rocket lace gadget doesn't actually use ammo, which was pointed out to me by a viewer in the comments. I did not realize that because, you know, old rocket laces use ammo, so I just assumed new one does too, but no, it doesn't use ammo at all. So I'm not sure how it'll interact here on the attack spam test, but let's see. Okay, so it's kind of hard to tell, but if I attack, gadget, attack, I think it did unload a little faster than unloading 3 shots. It doesn't use ammo, so like, it's still just like, yeah, it's basically just free damage. Especially with the knockback on it, bro, that is fucking disgusting. It is a gadget though, so like if you actually want to hit like a target that's moving, like you'd have to like do so. Oh, in theory, you could do something like that. There we go. I pulled it off there. That looks very difficult to deal with. I won't lie. That just seems so deadly. Yeah, this gadget's broken. Yeah, I mean, all the Buffies in this update are broken, but this one in particular on Brock seems to be very, very strong. That does also make me wonder, because Rico has a projectile gadget too. I mean, okay, he has a multi-shot attack though. It's not really the same, but I think you can interrupt your own attack with it. Like, did you see that? I basically... Yeah, okay. I mean, it'll be very good. You know, burst is burst. Oh, actually, speaking of Rico, and there's a viewer who said the description on this Robo Retreat Star Power Buffy says that movement speed increases up to 60% at 10% HP, and that apparently I misread it because it might be that at like 40% HP I get the 35% reload speed, but then it slowly builds up to 60% at 10%. Not 60% below 10%, like what I misread it as. So yeah, I want to test that again actually really quick. Okay, and to do that, we're going to go ahead and move to the live version. So here, there's no Buffy that'll interfere with this race. So here we go. Regular Robo Retreat speed. Moving up the map, I should not have any Buffy that increases my movement speed beyond the normal 34% faster movement speed that Rico gets. Okay, and now we are at definitely below 10% HP. So this should be the maximum movement speed that I get from the star power if the reading on this is right. So let's go ahead and check this out now. It does seem faster by a lot. I do notice that difference. Still, I don't know if like that'll be that useful, but yeah, I mean faster speed is faster speed, right? Like that's still pretty good, I guess. I still think Super Bouncy will be better though. But thanks to Funderscore Toast for the comment. Actually, this is a really also a big question here from First Chanel 9521. Now that the supercharge is part of Max's base kit, meaning specifically the automatic charging while moving, does moving around charge your hypercharge automatically? Because you'll notice on the live server, right, Max with the automatic charging star power that she has right now does not charge her hypercharge automatically at all. This only works if she hits her basic attack, then she gets hypercharge charging. But when they moved it to her trait, now the question is if she will get... oh my god, and she does get hypercharge charging automatically by just moving around because they moved it to her trait. So that is technically above, although wow, that is a very slow rate. I mean, you're definitely better off just hitting shots. But yeah, so it does, yes, it does charge hypercharge automatically just by walking around. You can do it with Max now, which is better than before. Okay, Lusky asks, does the new reworked heavy metal stat power for Meg heal her even when deploying deployable pets or not? Bust this myth like busting a fat... Alright, so that is a good question. So I guess let's test this out. Need a bear down, and we swipe the bear. I do heal off pets! Hold up now, wait a second. So if I shoot two, oh my god, I can heal off more off of people with pets. Damn, dude! Is Meg secretly good into pet spawners? I feel like she's just kind of gonna be broken everywhere. But yeah, that does work. Wait, then, I'm actually curious. Okay, so then I'm curious then, right? If Charlie puts a bunch of pets down... Oh my god, I heal more from that! Wait, so you can low-key heal off more from pet spawners like Charlie and Terra. That's interesting. Oh, and it works off Ruff's bags too. Okay, yeah. Nice. So that is gonna be pretty cool interaction, I guess. Okay, I wanted to test if it would work against boxes in Showdown. It doesn't work against boxes in Showdown. It also doesn't scale with power cubes, so I only healed 1200 there. Although my my gadget does scale with power cubes because that's based on max HP, right? So that makes sense. Okay, but it also just randomly like didn't work. It just randomly doesn't work against the Larry bot for some reason. What the fuck? Like it works against Larry himself, but not against Lori bot. It does work against Juju pet though, so it's just Larry's pet. It's literally just Lori that does that. I have no idea why. That's weird. Okay, next question. Nick Ronan asks, does the Rico turret act as a wall for your teammates' shots? And my guess is gonna be no. I'm pretty sure it just works only as a wall for your shots, like a spike cactus Buffy, and I'm just about right. Hey guys, it's just like a spike cactus Buffy basically, like the way it places and everything. That's all this is. So yeah, it's nothing too fancy, I think. Okay, next question from the Cootie Cat asks, Bedlam, please try Surge's second gadget power shield with the gadget cooldown gear. So I only tried it without the gadget cooldown gear, right? Where when you use it, it gets brought down to like an 8 or a 9 second cooldown after it activates with the Buffy. Pretty insane. Gadget cooldown gear though takes off the cooldown of the gear by the total cooldown. So it'll take it off of the 18 second cooldown, not of the 8 or 9 second cooldown, in theory. So if we test that in action here, cooldown is 15, and it takes off 8, bringing it down to 7 seconds, which is shorter than 9, but I think unfortunately, guys, it seems the gadget, it takes off 50% of the cooldown, which is based on the total cooldown, including the effect of the shield, or the gadget cooldown gear. So yeah, the cooldown is not 5 seconds, it's more like 7, which is still really fucking short, by the way, for a gadget that does what this does. 15% absorb damage and also reload 2 ammo. Disgusting, but I don't think it's as good to run gadget cooldown gear as you would think. Okay, next question from Lucasito3947, who asks, what happens when Damien places a wall on top of Rico's gadget? The answer is it just pushes it off. Okay, another really interesting question here from Zero Kit Cat, who asks, Mythbuster idea, can you pierce through indestructible walls with the Brock new gadget? That's a great question. No, you can't. Okay, nothing to do with S3S asks, I'm not reading that. So you can stomp with Brock gadget now for 2k damage. Apparently, the gadget does damage on both takeoff and landing here, which is true, it does. I didn't read this very carefully, I think, yesterday. But yeah, it says right here, did 1000 damage on takeoff and landing. It is worth noting that depending on how you use it, you may accidentally like knock them away too from the next hit. It actually has a pretty decent radius, so it looks like it'll hit even there. It might low-key be very hyper-esque, right? Where you're jumping in on someone to like burst them like that. It's kind of, I don't know. It's, yeah, it's that's the thing you can do. Next myth, Doge Warrior asks, right now Max can't use a super while her super is active. Can you test and see if they changed it? So that would be crazy. Can't use a super while a super is active. Oh, nope, that's still a thing. Okay, so that's not changed. I actually did not even really know about that, huh? Okay, and Doge Warrior 9209 also asks, can you try out the Max and Jaeyoung combo, please? I want to see how the supercharge interacts and how the speed interacts, and speed doesn't stack anymore. Sure thing, brother. So, all right. This is going to be a little bit hard to actually pull off because I'm trying to do this shit on 2 devices at once. But basically, it looks like if we speed... In theory, it just uses the faster one. It doesn't actually use both at once because they removed speed stacking, which was in the quality of life changes from yesterday's video if you missed it. Okay guys, next question. We have got a question from the real Luffy BS, I think, on YouTube, which is actually sick as fuck. Yo, what's up, Luffy? He asks, giving HP to teammates with rough star power and or super buff makes Meg's heal gadget increase. So basically asking if the heal gadget will heal up more if you build it up over time. So okay, so normally the heal gadget, as we discussed yesterday, heals about 814. I got a little tick from the roughs earlier, so it's more than that right now, but about 818. And then if we build that up with healing buffs, okay, and then if we damage ourselves here now, and we have the rough cheat, and we heal again, it now does 1049 healing. but it's not increasing over time as you would expect it to do if I'm getting Ruff's healed. That's kind of weird. Wait, what is going on? Or just having gotten the buff from the Ruff's star power, I do get 928 healing. So it is more from the star power. So we got 914 healing. Now let's pick up the power tree, which increases our max HP by a bit as well. And then if we take a little damage now and activate it again, it's 1005. So you get more healing from it, from every max HP increased source. It just doesn't increase over time throughout the course of the gadget. It's only on activation. So the Ruff star power that continued to increase my max HP didn't continue to increase the healing bonus from the current gadget, but it would have increased it after I use it again, basically. So shout out to Luffy for asking this wonderful question. Love to watch you play in monthly finals, by the way. Not glazing at all, by the way, haha. Okay, I think that just about does it for all of the questions for today's Mythbusters. This is a long-ass segment. If you guys have any more questions that I didn't see or didn't get to in today's video, be sure to leave a comment down below. If you have any new questions that you want to ask, also leave those as well. Let me know what your thoughts are on anything that was covered in this video, like the new brawler, Nori, or whatnot. I will catch you all in tomorrow's video. I just realized my webcam was lagging. I don't know how long that was for. Holy fuck, that's gonna trigger me if it was for like the past 30 minutes, bro. It's too late. I can't re-record this, dude. It's 5 a.m. I'm fucking cooked. See ya, peace. Mwah. Pull up for Wendy's nuts fit in your mouth tomorrow. Am I right? Aha.